do that. Hello, everybody. I'm a little behind. We're going to go to a next song and turn the volume down. I don't want it very loud. Okay, I think I'm ready. Make sure everything's good here. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully everything's not too loud. Move my cross stitch stuff out of the way. All right, so I think I'm good. Everybody's in the middle of an ad right now. Let's see how often they come through. All right, I am working on a baby blanket. It is almost 7 in the morning. I figured we'd get some work on this before I go to work. All right. Oh, gonna have a nice relaxing, keep my hand, stream today. This is a very easy stitch. There's only one different stitch in it in the whole row in the pattern and the repeat, at least until it's time to start decreasing. Let's see. Had a good weekend. Didn't do much of anything on Saturday. Well, I did a lot on Saturday, but Saturday I cleaned in the morning. I made 3 project bags, and then I just knitted the afternoon away. Sunday I live streamed on YouTube. Went over to a friend's house. My husband and them played board games. I was knitting in the living room. Yesterday I had things to get, errands to run. So I got up in the morning and got all those done before work. Let's see. I don't really have a lot to talk about today. trying a new camera angle today, see what everybody thinks of it. Hopefully, you know, this angle is just a little better. I know my first angle wasn't that great. I'm not sure about my second angle. I wasn't very comfortable on the last time I streamed, so I figured I'd give this one a try. Because last time I streamed, I was directly over top of the desk. My arms on the desk. I don't know, it's not very comfortable for me. I'm very hands into my side when I net. I don't hang them out, I don't put them over top of anything. So. I'm hoping to have this blanket finished by next month. I don't stitch on everything continuously. I only stitch, you know, I switch between projects all throughout the day. I think today my main focus is going to be on my beanie that I've been working on for my middle daughter. I need about another inch to 2 inches, about 1.5 inches, and then it'll be time to start decreasing. So that'd be kind of cool to get that finished. Have another finished project. I finished so far since I started knitting about 2 months ago. I have completed a scarf, a wash rag, and 2 pairs of socks. So, did I say 2 pairs of socks? 1 pair of socks. I have 2 pairs of socks going. I'm trying the DPNs and the circular 9-inch circular method. I will say by the end of the day, my DPNs are going to be on Magic Loop. I am not liking the DPNs. I can use them for decreasing, but actual working in the round with them, no. The needles get in my way. I can't get the right angle. So I'm just gonna move those over. Luckily, my DPNs are the same size as my my regular circular needles that I use. So I'm gonna move those over and just save the DPNs for when I have to let go of the needle. Maybe I can flip it. I'll save the DPNs for like decrease when it's time to start. I get down lower on decreasing the hat. Just gonna enjoy a nice, relaxing, chill morning today. I know I have on my what we call floss tube on YouTube tomorrow. I'm gonna put one of those up. I'm gonna show all the progress that I've done on my stitching, my cross stitch, and I'm also going to at the end of the video show progress on all my knitting projects. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Most Wednesdays though are live days. I'm liking this setup a lot. I really hope the view is good for everybody. I feel like I'm staying in camera. I don't know if I need to go zoom in a little closer. Pull this up. So I want to try to let y'all see what I'm doing. I mean, I'm still learning, and I know I don't do the techniques quite right, but I still like showing what I'm doing if I can. Oops, come on. I think that's better. I've not gotten to where I don't have to watch what I'm doing. I've been watching people knitting here recently, and they don't even look at what they're knitting, especially if it's regular knit stitch. They're looking everywhere else, but I was watching another video where the lady was talking about walking and knitting. I'm like, I don't see how that would be possible. I'm afraid I'd walk into somebody. I can't barely even look at my phone and walk. If I have to look at my phone for any reason, normally I stop where I'm at. But I know I have probably about, well, truthfully, for this blanket, I'm supposed to get 160 rows before I start decreasing, but I'm doing it differently. I'm using larger needles and yarn than what's requested for this particular baby blanket because I wanted it more on the fluffy side for the baby. So truthfully, I'm just going until I don't feel like I can fit any more needles on, or any more loops easily on the needle. Because right now it's at about 30 inches long. And I would like it to be just a little bigger because I want it to be like they can use it for the baby blankets to start with, but it'll also transition into like a lap throw or something like that. You know, I want it as big as I can make it without being ridiculous, I guess. I don't know. I remember a blanket my sister-in-law made me when I had my first daughter. It was a really nice big, thick blanket. And we used that thing for years. The kids used the blanket for a very long time before it eventually got destroyed. Because kids. But it was more than just the normal blanket size, so that's what I'm after. I think that was a crocheted blanket. I'm not sure. I don't remember. That was over 20 years ago. It is hard to think like that, to realize that it's been that long since I had a baby. Like, where did the years go? It's not right. Well, it is right, but you know what I mean. It's like, where did the years go? It's like this year as well. It's like this year has disappeared. It's like it does not feel like it's October, that it's fixing to be Halloween. It just, I don't know. It's just so crazy. We're coming up on the Halloween months, which is nice for everybody at work because our call volumes actually are pretty slow and for the next few months, because in the wintertime things slow down, people aren't doing as much. I work in the tech field, so I'm in IT tech, so we don't get as many calls as normal. So plus I got a job change too. I haven't gotten all my responsibilities yet, so my days have been a little boring-ish. I try to stay busy. I keep going through things, but I'll have to reach out today to see exactly, what I should focus on throughout the day. Yesterday, I knew not much because I had somebody training with me. But on the days that I don't have anybody training with me, it's like, okay, what is my focus for the day? What do I work on? Because if I'm more of, I don't know quite what I should focus on just yet. I've just started the position, so. If the music is too loud, please let me know. Back here. For cheap Hobby Lobby needles, these aren't too bad. They're just acrylic needles. I bought 2 pair. I bought a smaller pair that I was working on socks with, and ended up I broke those in half. So I'm not going to be buying acrylic for small projects. But I do like these so far for the bigger projects. I have not found my preferred type of needle just yet. Most of the ones that I have that were provided to me that I've ended up with that were given to me by a friend are more like the bamboo ones. They're wooden. The biggest problem I have with them is there's a lot of, they're fairly well used. The tips are worn off of them, so it's, starting out I couldn't really get the needle in the loops very well because, I'm just learning. So I ended up buying a set of Knitter's Pride needles, which I like those so far. I want to look into eventually investing in the big kits that have the exchangeable cords, cables, I think is what they are, where you can switch between them. I want to look into those, but I'm trying to make sure of the ones I like first. I don't want to make that investment until I'm 100% sure what brand I prefer. So I've been branching out, buying different brands periodically, not crazy like. These, I just bought these because I really wanted to start this baby blanket, and I wanted to start a pair of socks. So when I went to Hobby Lobby, I picked up these needles because at the time I did not like the wooden ones because I couldn't get them to slide. They were really stiff sliding across the needles because they just wouldn't slide. Then I found a way to moisturize it so that the yarn would move further along. So since I've done that, I've been able to use the wooden ones a little more. The older bamboo ones I have. Not these, but a set like these wooden ones like this. I have some that are older and the tips are kind of wore down. These are my Walmart set. I bought these at Walmart because I wanted to start the beanie, and I didn't have a I think that's a 24-inch circular. I'm not 100% sure what size that one is. Uh-oh, don't do that. I really like the colors on this blanket. My cousin is having her first baby I believe in March, and they have found out when I started the blanket, I wasn't sure if they're having a boy or a girl. No, that's wrong. I waited until I knew if they were going to have a boy or a girl. But I didn't want to do the traditional baby boy colors. I wanted to do something that was, more along, in my opinion, more of a neutral That way, if you know, I have my oldest who does not like to be, you know, they were born one way, but they identify as a they them. So, and they have an issue with girly stuff, and they don't like them. And I wanted to have something more on the neutral side, so that if as the kid got older, they weren't really boy. Excuse me. Sorry. My allergies like to kick in the mornings. Am I done sneezing? Nope. Alright. Maybe no. Sorry about that. So like I was saying, I wanted to go more of a either or could use this if they wanted to. When I finish this row, we're gonna go on a quick break and go from there. Then I'll be back. My breaks don't take very long. I just get up, stretch, maybe a minute, 2 minutes. I don't take very long on my breaks. I didn't take any the last few times I've streamed, but you know, I've been watching streamers, and don't do that. I've been watching a bunch of Twitch again, and it's like, oh yeah, I need to get up and take a break. So get up, walk around, relax. As we've been streaming right about 40 minutes now. So if you're interested in seeing my progress on all my knitting, you can join, you can go over to my YouTube channel, which is in the link below. If you see this, if this is already on my YouTube channel, you can comment in the section below if you see any issues with the angle of the way I'm knitting or anything like that, or if the sound is too low or too high, you know, definitely let me know, because I will be posting this over to YouTube once I'm done streaming it. So yeah. Man, there, don't do that. All right, we are almost done with this row, and we are going to go take a quick break. All right, while I'm running to break, I'm going to run the ads just so I can get the pre-rolled set up, so that if anybody decides to pop in, they can don't have to worry about ads. It brings them right on in. Oh, and there's the ad. Ooh. Did I lose one? No, I didn't lose one. Just looked a little weird. We'll go there and back here. Alright, so I am back. Just a nice quick break. Click over here. Oi, oi. Uh-oh. Gotta get comfy. Once I stand up, move around, I gotta get back into my comfy spot. See, this is the blanket. I'll probably do about another 10 rows, and then we'll start decreasing, because I don't think it'll go Yeah. A couple more rounds and then we'll start decreasing. I'll have to look up a pattern to remember how to do the decrease. I know I knit two together somewhere on here, but I don't remember where I do the knit two together. Because I know I do the knit two together, and then, but I still do my loop over. So, I don't know. Oops, I need more yarn. But yeah, I chose this color yarn because it had, you know, it has the blue, tans, whites. I don't know, it just gave off a very neutral vibe. And it was really soft and fluffy. Hey! Mary's quit being a butt. Sorry, cat bite. Sorry about that. Cats were fighting. It's really just one of our cats dislikes our two other cats. We have 4 cats total. She has not liked them since the day we brought the other two home. But some days she tolerates them, and some days she can't stand the sight of them. But yeah, okay. I was talking about my yarn here. Like I said, I chose it because I liked how neutral it was. And it's real soft. It is, oh, sorry. Try it again. It is a bulky yarn. I think it's a 5. It's just a yarn I picked up from Joann's. I really, really like it. Not sure, like I know I'm going to have leftovers. So I think when this is done, I might make that'd be a good idea. I could make a baby beanie. Yeah, I could make her a baby beanie out of the same yarn. That would be really cool. Maybe mittens too, because they do live, I'll make them not in newborn size, but I'll make them where they would last a little while. I don't know about the mittens though. I don't know how to make mittens very well, but I know I could do the beanie out of this exact yarn, so that would be kind of cool, having the beanie and the blanket the same, because I should have plenty of this yarn left. I could make a couple of beanies out of it, I'm sure. I could probably make a whole nother baby blanket out of it. It was over 500 yards of yarn. Like I have another roll like this that I rolled up, because I took, like, I know they come with the center pull stuff already, like, and like when you buy them from Joann's, they already have the center pull set up, but it was just so big and bulky, and my cats were like obsessed with it. my cat, Ritzy, would come around and literally try to pick it up and take off with it. What you doing, Ritzy Bitsy? We got a Ritzy right here. You gonna jump up on my tower? She doesn't know what she's doing just yet. Yeah, I think it's weird. I want a cat that is cuddly and will sit with me and lay on me. And out of the 4 cats we've got, none of them do that at all. Now, my cat Simon, he's, because we've got 4 cats. One is mine, Simon is mine, Aries is my middle daughter's, Ritzy is my oldest kid's, and we've got Reese's, who is my son's. Now Simon will stay near me. He's almost always either in the room with me or in the room, like he'll hang in the hallway depending on what the temperature is. But a lot of times he'll come in here and he'll lay near me. He'll lay at my feet or he'll lay on the desk. But don't pet on him. You don't want to be held. You don't want to be petted. Ritzy, what you doing, baby? No, you can't have the yarn. She literally came over and bit it to try to take off with it. But luckily, they actually pretty well listen when I say no. Are you having issues there? Can you not get to where you want to go? She finally she was trying to go over everything. Luckily, she's off the main desk, so nothing should be wobbling for y'all while she jumps around on things. Been tempted to do live streams of knitting on YouTube, but I don't know. I might put a poll on YouTube and see what everybody says. See if anybody would be interested in watching. Because mostly my YouTube's always been my cross stitch, as I've just recently started knitting. So I don't know if anybody would even be interested in watching knitting, which they do because I post the Twitch channels over there and they watch the Twitch video. But I don't know. Maybe something I'll put a post out today to ask. Because I don't want, like, on YouTube they do knitting podcast. That is the big thing over there for YouTube and knitting. But I don't feel comfortable doing a podcast because, for one, I don't know yarn. The podcast, they have massive amounts of yarn. They have the good yarn. They have the special yarns. They've got the name brand of the yarn that they're using. I do not. Truthfully, besides a couple of, I've got, I think since I've started knitting, I have bought 1, 2, 3, 4 of my own color yarn. No, 5 of my own yarn The rest of my yarn was given to me by my mother, and it was already pre-balled. There was no names. I'm pretty sure most of it is, a good chunk of it is Walmart yarn, I'm sure. It's just stuff that they've picked up because they like crocheting. So when they run across yarn, like Goodwill or anything like that, or stuff, they tend to grab it up, especially if they can find a sale on it or if it's cheap. So I have a large clear tote behind me that is full of, you know, I've put it in cakes. It used to be balls, but I hate balls. I hate them in the ball because they roll around and they get in my way. No, I can't do the ball of yarn. So I was so glad when I figured out how to, I 3D printed myself a, I don't know what these are called. They're to make your own cake yarn. So I did this to cake the ones that I was currently using. And then my middle daughter helped me get an actual binder so that I could cake the rest of my yarn. So I spent one whole day just going through caking all the yarn that was in my little tote. And I can't tell you how many balls of yarn I ran across that mainly it was just tons of little pieces of yarn wrapped up. It's like I ended up throwing some of it away because it's just like, no. It was like it's like I kept running into little pieces and that had been, that were not attached to the main piece and just like got agitated with it. It's like, wouldn't have been even it wouldn't have went all the way across this row that I'm currently working on. I'm like, no. I don't get it. Why? It looked like it was cut that way. It's like, no. I don't know. I was getting pretty agitated that day because a lot of them were that way. And some of them I tied together and continued with it, but it was just like, oh my Lord. There was a couple of them I would just like grab partially into it and just pull off the pre-wrapped yarn. It was pre-cut. It's like, But I mean, it was given to me, so I'm not complaining. It's just like it was agitating because I was trying to put it all on one in a cake, and it was just kept having to tie it together. And I don't really like knots in my yarn, but sometimes you can't help it. Oh well. What time is it? 7:39. Okay, so I'm doing good. I got plenty of time. Don't do that. I figure once I end today's stream, it will be time to start decreasing this project. I don't know if I ever finished my sentence. I was talking about my YouTube. Let me look at something. this weekend is Halloween. I don't have any plans for next weekend, but I'm definitely looking forward to Saturday the 12th. November Saturday the 12th. I'm going to my local stitching, well, as local for me, stitching shop. It's knitting day. Not knitting day. Sorry. It is where I go to do all my cross stitch stuff at. But a lot of the ladies that that cross stitch also knit, so I can show everybody what I've been knitting on and get their feedback. So that's really nice. A few of the ladies I talk to pretty consistently. Well, not consistently, but I can reach out to them throughout the week, throughout the month. One lady, she's given me a couple of hat patterns. I will eventually attempt a color work pattern. She sent me a really cool one, I believe. I'll have to find it. It's in my email. I like the concept of it, so we'll see. I think it's a cool idea to make the pattern out of the yarn. I'm not interested in making jumpers or sweaters or anything like that. It may come from the fact that I don't really care to wear sweaters of any kind normally. Now I'll wear long sleeve shirts, but I'm not much of a sweater person. I might make one eventually because they are, if I can get the right material, they could be kind of dressy-ish, which would work for work, but I don't know. I don't recall that I've ever had a knitted sweater. Ever. Not even store-bought. Now, a knitted skirt, I could definitely get into that. I like the concept of a knitted skirt. I want to make shawls. I'm really big into shawls. I love wraps and shawls and all those. I know those aren't a quick fix or anything like that. But I like simplistic shawls. I don't like a lot of textures, like I've been watching Stephen West, his current Cal knit along. That shawl is gorgeous, but truthfully, it's not something I would ever wear. It's got too much going on for me, but it is beautiful. And I may knit it one of these days and, give it to somebody. But, like for me personally, it's not something I would ever wear. It has too much going on for it. Truthfully, I'm one of those who would be happy to have this as a shawl. Just instead of turning it into a baby blanket, just continue to turn it into a shawl. I would be happy. Now I do like some of the designs where there's, down the back, there's little lace-like stuff. I can do those, or I'm okay with. But and I think, I see all the sock designs too, and they're beautiful. But I do feel like I will be mostly, more of a plain vanilla sock type. Either, plain Jane sock. Now, don't say I won't try some of the new designs, just so that I can say I did them. But I don't know. I don't like too many designs where I have to keep too close of an eye on what row I'm on, because I get confused. And I am not good at writing down what I'm doing. Like my socks that I made, I barely wrote down anything about it. Now I wrote down how many inches I put on the gusset, how many inches I did the length of the foot, that type thing, so that I had an idea to make the second one correctly. But how many rows of stitching I did before I did started the gusset? No, I did not keep count of my rows at all. There we go. Do. Let's see. I really like this ankle. Hopefully I can keep it, like get another, get this angle again. It's the bad thing about setting up for streams or whatever. Yeah, you know, when you're done streaming, you take it all down. And then you got to set it back up the next time, and you're like, wait, where did I have this? I think I know how I have it set up. So we'll see. Uh-oh, don't do that. Oh, I wonder if I have enough yarn to make beanies for the entire family. Mom and dad and baby all have the same beanie. My brain goes crazy sometimes. But I could definitely see my cousin being all for that. I just don't know if I could get them all made. Because I also have to start their cross stitch. I'm doing a baby sampler cross stitch for them as well. That shouldn't take too long. It's not a very big pattern. I need to reach out to my cousin and see how she's doing. Last time I talked to her, she was dealing with the pregnancy fatigue and the appetite, the cravings. It's really weird. I was the oldest cousin. I think, like, last time I saw, like, I believe my cousin is turning 30 this year. I'm not quite sure how old they are. I just know they're almost 10 years younger than me or so. It feels weird that they're having their first kid and my oldest, the year they have their first kid, my oldest will be turning 21. No, my oldest will be turning 20, sorry. My middle one will be turning 18. And my baby will be turning 16. It's like, seems really odd, but like I said though, they're about 10 years younger than me, and I started early. I had my first kid when I was 20. So they waited a while, so that's good. I wouldn't change anything, but because I love my kids, but I definitely have tried to put it through their head to make sure they get situated in life before they have a kid. Mine was my husband was older than me. He's 13 years older than me, and he had been married before, and they had been trying for kids, and he was told it was very unlikely, almost impossible that he'd ever have kids. I was told it was unlikely that I would have kids due to I have a tilted pelvic, whatever, so makes normally would be impossible to have kids. So truthfully, we weren't being very cautious on that part. But it was really funny because all his friends were asking me if I was sure it was his kid. I was like, yes. For one, they don't ask that question anymore because they are like replicas of him. All three of the kids, I've got pictures of them at different ages. Not so much Jay, my youngest, but the two girls. I had, we used to do baby pictures, pretty often, and I had a outfit for my oldest that we took pictures in, and then I had my middle daughter, and when she was getting her pictures done, it wasn't until we got the pictures back that we realized we had them in the same outfit. At one point, it was a different outfit. It wasn't the same one, but it was the same design, because we looked at my oldest pictures from when they were like 9 months old to the picture that we had just taken for my 6-month-old, and they looked like the same baby. It's like you could not tell, if it wasn't for the fact that Aowen had dark hair and my oldest had light hair, they would have never been able to tell the difference between those are two different babies. Besides the fact that the pictures were dated, because we would go to the we'd actually do the portraits back when Walmart had the picture portrait place in the stores. I'm dating myself there. Yeah, so we would do those a lot. Now, they don't look anything alike nowadays. Yeah. They do not have the same features as they did when they were little. They have definitely taken different looks and different personalities. But we'll probably got about another 30 minutes of stream time here. Because I will need to grab something to eat before I start my day at work. Normally I just grab a bowl of cereal. And I'd like to go jump on the treadmill for about 10 minutes before I start my day. That's something I've been trying to start here recently. Just a little treadmill run before I start my day. See if that helps my days go any better. It's been weird working till 6. I will say about 3 in the afternoon, I get tired. It's like, is my day done yet? Can I clock out yet? I still have 3 hours to go. But, oh well. Alright. That there. I'm looking at this. Which I know this will definitely stretch out further once I get it off here. But I'm definitely liking where this is going. Yeah, definitely. I will say once this stream is done, this will be at the length that I need it to be at to make it the size I want to make it. Boop, boop. Come on. Hold on. There we go. When I get off stream, I've got to go wake my son up as well so he can start his class. We'll see how that goes. He's not always the easiest to wake up in the mornings. But he's a teenage boy. What teenage boy that you know of likes to wake up in the morning because they don't like going to bed at night? on, Ritzy. Jumping up over there so you can crawl all the way down over here. Ritzy is kind of hit or miss on whether she hangs out in here or not. I think Ritzy's only a little over a year old. I think once Ritzy gets a little older, out of the kitten phase, yearling phase, whatever, I do think she is going to be a very cuddly kitty, because she does like to come get pets. She just doesn't like to sit still long enough to let you pet her. Like, you start petting her and she starts wandering, like moving, and then yells at you because you're not petting her anymore. It's like, you moved out of my way. I didn't move. Doo-doo. She likes staring out my window. This is what she's doing right now. She's just sitting right there behind my work computer, staring out the window. Okay, come back here. Thank you. Ooh-wee. I've worked on the same thing the entire stream. I don't think I've done that. Did I do that last time? No, I think I worked on my scrappy scarf the entire stream. My hands are starting to get used to the knitting, so they don't get as tired as easy as they did. Because used to, I couldn't use the same set of needles for very long. I'd have to switch between projects. The reason I started as many as I did was because I needed to have to change what I was working on, because the needles were bothering me. It didn't matter the size of the needle, it was just each one required being held a certain way to do the stitch. It is really cool watching people knit because there's so many different ways to knit. Many different ways to hold your yarn. I'm glad that somebody mentioned the Continental way to me and had me look it up because it has definitely worked out better for me than being I think they're called the thrower way, where you hold the yarn with your right hand and throw it over the needle. No, I will say it took me a little time to get used to the way I needed to grab the yarn to get the needle, the pick it up correctly when it not being thrown. But I definitely have done much better since I switched to the Continental because I am used to have crocheted before. I only know one stitch in crochet, but I could crochet. So I'm used to holding my yarn and keeping a certain tension with my yarn in my left hand. The difference, and truthfully, for me, I tend to hold the needle in place similar to how you do when you're crocheting and holding yarn. I don't move my left hand as much as I move my right. I've seen some people who move they move both hands at the same time, but for me, it's just easier to mostly just move the right hand and keep the left pretty steady. Mostly. Depending on the stitch. I had to, I didn't realize it, but when I first started purling, I was purling differently than the way it was shown. So I was having issues because, don't do that. Because I was having issues getting into it on the next round because my stitches were twisted. I'm not sure of the technique or what it's called, but I did find what I was doing and was like, oh, okay. I need to wrap it this way, not that way. I think I was going under here when I was purling. I was going under here. How did I do it? Here, grabbing it here, and then pulling it back through here. Instead of wrapping it over the top of the needle. I was grabbing it from underneath, I think is what it was. But it was just twisting the edges where it was making it hard, where if I knitted across the top or after I did those purls, I was having issues getting into the loops because it was twisted. Oh, Ritzy's laying in front of me. She's behind my tower, or she's behind my monitors, just laying down back over there. And most likely she should be there for a couple hours before she decides to move. It's normally how they go. They just find a place and they go to sleep. Thought I heard Simon. I think he's in the hallway. Alright, what time is it? It's 8:11. Oh, wait. Stretch. All right. Oop. All right, so I kind of need to know how many I have on here, because I want to definitely end on an even number. I don't know. That drives me bad when I'm not on an even number. All right. Crap, Ola. I totally lost my place. $30. 40. 70. 80. 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm gonna try to keep up. I want to do 6 more rows because I've got 104. If I do 6 more, that'll give me 110. And yeah. And then I can start decreasing. I'm not sure I'll get all 6 rows in before I've got to cancel the stream, or turn the stream off, whatever. But we will see. I'm out of view. Alrighty. I feel like I knit weird compared to everybody else. I have a feeling once I start decreasing, this definitely will take a lot less time. It'd be cool. I might see if I can finish this by the end of the month. Because once I start decreasing, it definitely will go faster. Even though I'll have 2 specialty stitches to do throughout the row. Because I know you'll knit 2 together, and I think you knit 2 together and then slip, if I remember right, if I remember the pattern. It's like you knit 3, stitch together, knit, slip, and knit to the end of the row. Thinking that's the pattern. Not 100% sure. I'll definitely have to double check myself because I am not sure at all. Uh-oh. We got about 12 more minutes before I gotta call it a day. Definitely not a day done with knitting, but definitely done for the stream. I'm not sure this is a good hour for streaming. Because I just might have to try an evening stream one day, see if I can get something. I don't really want to stream in the evening, but I really would like people in here chatting with me. And I just think this just isn't going to work. Might have a better look on YouTube. In the morning hours, at least. Twitch does seem more of an afternoon, evening type time frame. I wonder if Serena is on today. Serenadia. Sorry, Serena. What the fuck am I talking about? Was this row 1 or row 2? This is row 2. I need to write that down. Pretty sure this was row 2. Uh-oh. Too close to the tip here. Might do the adult beanie because I'm really do believe I'm gonna do the baby beanie and the adult beanie. The baby beanie though I'm gonna do in smaller needles. that's for sure. The adult beanie, I think I have some about this size needles in 16s. It's 24s. I don't remember which one. I'll look. Because I definitely would like to make some. And these here probably just go in the drawer until I get ready to make something that needs these size needles again. I don't do beanies in Magic Loop. I prefer in the round for a beanie. So it's one reason why I like the idea of exchangeable needles, because then I can use change the cord length for the needles that I'm working. And I think you can buy different cord lengths of the same size periodically, so that you can have multiple cords of the same size. I think I will actually continue working on this one my first half of my day until I get the 6 rows that I want on it. Well, I think I'll only need 3 more rows, maybe 2. I'm probably going to have to call this stream here in just a minute because it's almost 8:30. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this row and then we're gonna go ahead and call it. That'll leave me with 3 rows needing to do to finish, to get it to where I can start decreasing. And then I'll switch over to my beanie and work the inches I need before I can start decreasing on it, and then decide if I want to keep working on the beanie or switch to a sock or to my shoulder wrap, which I don't know, I might go to my shoulder wrap. It's coming along pretty well. I don't know. Decisions. Plus I also put up my cross stitch stuff as well, and like I'll do a couple of rows of knitting, then I'll switch over and do a strand of a thread into the cross stitch, and then switch back over to some more knitting. I do that on and off throughout the day. Alrighty. I'm going to look and see if there's anybody to raid. If there's nobody on that I know or doing anything, then I'm just gonna end the stream. Shit, that did not do what I wanted it to do. There we go. It's like that totally did not make a loop. make sure that looks right. Yeah. Yeah, that looks right. Okay. All right. So that is the end of me. Let's go over here. She is streaming. Yes. Let's go over here.
12-month anniversary.
There we go. And so this is where it is at. It is going to be a very nice, soft baby blanket. Real scrunchy. Awesome. All right, so let's go here. Nope. Okay. We are going to go raid Serenadia. She is working on her beating dragon cats. Move this here. Let's see. We are going to go here. And I want to say thank you for hanging in with me. I hope hanging in with me. Yes, we are hanging in. All right, thank you for coming to join me today. If you've watched the video or you're watching it now, I hope you enjoyed the knitting with me. And I will see everybody next time. Bye, everybody. Let's go here. And we got cats fighting in the background again. Yay! All right, so we're going to start raiding. We're going to go visit Serenadia. I haven't gotten to raid her in over 2 years because I hadn't been streaming. Go raid. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
And you know what? Knowing that I have such an amazing community of friends behind me, sometimes it's really